went on the side. Then they telling me, they say, oh, some kind of problem that happened down there. I said, what is the problem? They say, my tenant get missing. When they said that what to me, I panic. My house fell. I start crying. The how I came outside, I said, oh, my people are falling in trouble. I said, my daughter get missing. So that how all my family then, and then all of them, we call they came outside, I would cry. They asked me, I say, well, this is the time that I already received this information, so I have to go tonight. So that's how I left.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. So they want us to think stupid. So they want us to feel stupid. So they want us to be. Hey, hey.
Where today is another wonderful day in Liberia. Today happens to be the 5th day of September, and the year remains 2024. Hello, welcome. This is how I like to say good evening to you and a warm welcome to the program, The Talking Point, here on Blaze FM 90.7. With me, Anthony Phillips, as your host.
So what about the slavery days? They've been celebrating all these days.
And so coming up today, I also have with me in studio my colleague Achi Sebo Yene. And together, the two of us are going to bring you the program tonight. And we're going to discuss issues of national concern here on this radio. And also, for those of you who are out there listening to our broadcast, you also have the right to win for yourself 10,000 Liberian dollars tonight on the Thursday jackpot, because we're giving out 10,000 Liberian dollars tonight. All you need to do, though I'm doing the talking, but all you need to do is to keep placing your bet, *799 *60 hash. Winner while we are discussing issues of national concern. But at 10:30 going onward, I'm going to call all of the winners, those who are going to win on my segment of our broadcast. So I want to encourage you, wheresoever you are, keep placing your bets to *799 *60 hash. It's just $1.50 to play, or 200 Liberian dollars, and you stand a chance of winning 20,000 Liberian dollars right on this station, Blaze FM 90.7. And so let me say good evening to you once again. Let me say, let me just welcome my colleague, Achi Sebo Yene. Achi, let me say good evening to you once again.
Well, good evening. Good evening, Tony, and good evening to our many listeners. It's actually a pleasure, being here on this national duty again, as we have come, to serve the public. This is the job that we love doing, and like I always say, that's why we're always doing it the best. So this is the talking point on Blaze 90.7. We are here tonight to discuss national issues. So we are here to bring you issues of national concern. Again, my name is Achise Bob Yene. We are here together on this Thursday edition.
Okay, so that's the man that introduced. I like the guy. The man introduces that. The man can call all the names. My name is Achise Bob Yene. Yeah, that's good. That's how it's supposed to be. But that's it. It's right here on Blaze Radio 9, and Achi and I together, we are definitely going to go into some issues of national concern right on this dial, right? So let's begin quickly. Now we have some stuff we want to talk about here tonight. Before then, we will go into a little chit chat with it, little basis for discussion for you, and then later on activate the phone lines for your contribution. So let's see what we got here. We're going to bring you an article taken from one of our newspapers, online newspapers as well. And this one is taken from the Liberian investigator, the Liberian investigator is a new newspaper institution, Liberian media outlet, and of course, they are having this as a headline, one of the top stories here, and it says LACC list Kanga Lawrence for undeclared asset, but the senator denies. LACC list Kanga Lawrence for undeclared asset. But it's saying here that the senator denied that. So I don't know what happened, but they are simply trying to tell us that the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission listed Senate Pro Tem Yomli Kanga Lawrence.
You can see how beautifully sitting here.
Undeclared asset. That means she didn't declare her asset, but the senator denies. So what happened? We're going to tell you about that, and we'll also discuss it. So actually, let me just go through it. Like you said, the woman are beautiful woman.
Yeah, man.
So, well, yes, but so let's go through it. And it's right here. It says here, more than half of the members of the Liberian Senate have failed to declare their assets as required by law. The Liberian Anti-Corruption Commission, which is the LACC, in its latest report published on Thursday, listed listed the Senate Pro Tem Yomli Kanga Lawrence as one of the senators who failed to meet the legal requirements for asset declaration. Pro Tem Kanga Lawrence, however, has categorically refuted the claims made by the LACC, stating that she has declared her assets in compliance with the law. Her office expressed deep concern over her inclusion on the LACC's non-compliance list, asserting that she submitted her asset declaration at the beginning of the 55th National Legislature. Okay, so we'll look into that and see whether she's saying the fact or not. We're going to look into it and see whether she's saying the fact or not. And it continues here. It says here, the office of the Pro Tem stated in a press conference or press release, that she has declared her assets in compliance with the law. Her office expressed deep concern over her inclusion on the LACC's non-compliance list, asserting that she submitted her asset declaration at the beginning of the 55th National Legislature. At the beginning of the 55th National Legislature, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Okay, we're moving forward. The office of the Pro Tem stated in a press release, since the commencement of the 54th legislature, Senator Kanga Lawrence has been among the few senators who took the initiative to publicly declare and submit their assets to the LACC. Since the commencement of the 54th National Legislature. Okay, we are moving. In response to the recent oversight, the Pro Tem has formally requested the LACC to review the asset declaration file submitted and to make the necessary corrections to their public records. The statement further clarified on January 25, 2024, in full compliance with the National Code of Conduct, Senator Kanga Lawrence submitted her asset declaration documents. These documents were notarized and handed over to Mr. Nabola Sembe, the Secretary of the Liberian Senate, with explicit instruction to publish the information as mandated by law. This action reaffirms her commitment to transparency and accountability, a cornerstone of her leadership. While Senator Kanga Lawrence insists that she submitted her asset to the Secretary of the Senate, the LACC has maintained that it never received the declaration directly. The LACC insists it has no record of Senator Kanga Lawrence's asset declaration as it was not submitted to them. Okay?
Yeah.
Other senators named by the LACC as yet to declare their assets include Ellis J. Tyler. Mama, why are you laughing?
No, just continue.
Ellis J. Tyler, Simeon Tiller, Boto Kane, Zoe Emmanuel Peno, Thomas Nimle, Joseph Jala, Warrington G. Von Smith, Bill Twawe, Dopo Francis, Creton Duncan, Augustine Chie, Nimini Betikwa, that's Nimini Batikwa, let's hope I got it right. Yeah. James Barney, Sir Joseph, Prince Y. Johnson, and Yan D. Tuan Jr.
Yeah. The Nema County Senators, the two Nema County Senators named there.
Yeah, as well as two Grand Chile County Senators' names are also there. Okay, so it continues. It says here, meanwhile, the LACC noted an increase in the overall compliance among government officials. The chairperson, Alexandra Zoe, reported that 53% of the officials have now declared their assets, a notable improvement from the previous figure of 26.5% in July. The commission attributed the rise to a grace period extension from August 1 to August 31, allowing more time for officials to comply. Yet, over 800 public officials remain non-compliant, a situation that continues to erode trust in Liberia's political class. Achi.
Well, Tony, you have read it all. And I think I've been following the story. This is Liberia. Like we always say, in Liberia, things are always done on the opposite side. Why did I say so? Tony, you and I know that as part of one of the prerequisites for which this government came to power was transparency and accountability. And knowing that Senator Youngblade Kanga Lawrence, who is the Senate pro tempore of the Liberian Senate, as one of the lead campaigner to this regime, will be in contradiction and contravening the agenda of this government, then I think it's something else we have to talk about. You listen to the LACC, right? Says that 53% of senators at the Capitol building have not declared their asset. So we're talking about 30 senators. So 53 out of 30 is a huge number. That means that's the vast majority. So then, how do you expect if the legislature, that should be a critical body that should put the feet of the executive branch of government to the fire, that is being violating the rules and order and policy that is being made by the government? So why would the senator be on defense by this time? In fact, the Senate pro tempore is being on the billboard because she is the leader of the House of Senate. She is the president of the Liberian Senate. Access Declaration is one of the strong pillars for which the government has preached always. And today the same people. So if you have people who made a government being in violations, Tony, what do you expect of other opposition leaders? What do you expect of them? So all we can say is that we want to call on the Liberian Senate through the Senate pro tempore in the showing that there is a serious calm down on senators, making sure that they declare their access. Tony, when you call Ellis Tyler name, I laugh, right?
Yeah,
And you
yeah,
ask why. You know, Ellis Tyler, after tasting the House of Parliament and was taken away and being reintroduced at the Liberian Senate, yet them still they want to be smelling corruption around them because that's corruption and it's in violation of policies. The access declaration policy is something that every citizen that is being employed in government should live by. For the fact that the president took the bold stand, followed by the vice president of the Republic of Liberia, we expect that every other appointed officials, elected officials that are in this government should follow suit. But Tony, I want to assure you that besides the Senate, there are other appointed officials who should be on the mandate. Those people should be on the mandate because the president is their head and they are working at the will and pleasure of the president. Maybe somebody will say, oh, the Senate, it is the legislature is another branch of government, so they operate on their own. But those appointed positions, the appointees in those positions need to do the same. But check it out. If you do your research, I bet over 75%, 75 to 80% of local appointed positions in this government have not declared their access. And that is wrong. You cannot, like we always say, Tony, you cannot speak equity and then your hands are not clean. So then what is the essence? We talked about it back then. We said we want to speak, accountability. We want to push for transparency. So what is it being transparent? Uh, I know this is the voice of the Liberian people because that's why we are the watchdog. So we need to speak out
exactly,
the ills in the society,
exactly.
and the listening audience does not have the opportunity to speak out. That's why we are here, and we have to point out all of the hidden agendas, those issues that confronting the society that engulf with suffering today. How do we know that? Look, Senator Abraham Darius Delon, though his light has gone dim, But at least
actually, that man light
the light is dim. The light has gone dim.
Okay.
But at least he did his best. He's part of those senators. At least the remaining 47% that declare their assets. He's one of those. Like in my own county, my two senators are on the list. Why are they not? Look, Senator Yanji Tuaye served at NASCOR from, if not mistaken, from 2013. So you need to let the Liberian people know that, particularly citizens of Nimba, to know that, oh yes, me, Yan Tuaye, as your senator, are serving government for XYZ year. This is what I've earned. So that the people, people feel that when you declare your assets, maybe you are exposing how much you own or what property you own. No. But truly, you are letting the people know that you are not coming
to present, the ADCC don't have such record.
That's the thing.
The record of Senator Kanga Lawrence, declaring her asset. Why is it that the ADCC don't have it? They are not, adding her to the list of those who do not want to declare their asset. So I'm sure that before the ADCC come up with any announcement, there must be a ground and there must be some investigation done properly before your name can be mentioned on the list of people who are not willing to declare the asset. Okay. So I think the ADCC is in no error. The senator need to you did it first and the people don't have the record, do it again.
Do it again, yeah. The same record state that
it requires you
as the clerk, according to you, since your records were being given to the clerk, just ask the clerk, or what is it, Mr. Clerk? Since then, I submitted to you my access declaration. Why has it not reached the desk of the LACC, and why has it not been published? And the clerk will give you reason for which this has delayed. But this cannot be used as an excuse. See, it almost they're telling us that the national budget, the original copy has gone missing. So that's the thing. That's the similar things. You know who has your access declaration copied? Just simply go there, let the clerk forward your access to the requisite authority, so that the Liberian people will not look at you to be one of those who are in violations of the law. Of those who make law and do not follow what they say, so that the Liberian people will not look at all of you to be the same lawmaker. You understand? So it's just very simple. It's very, very simple to declare your assets. The Liberian people need to know how much and what properties you own as lawmakers. Those, in fact, Tony, these things should not even be done when people are elected. These things should not be done.
But this is the country. Elected. This is the country we find ourselves.
You understand?
So, yeah.
It should have been the prerequisite. Look, before I elect you, or before Tony can campaign to me, I already know what Tony owns for himself, what Tony will carry, when he's elected, so that when you are leaving power, or when you are squandering resources that belong to the county or to the district you represent, so that the people will know that, yes, you as their lawmaker, you are squandering opportunities and resources that belong to them, so that they will know. But the people, the electors themselves, have been blinded away with the cash the people bring to them during election time, Tony. So these things are happening. Go places like Nigeria or neighboring countries.
Yeah.
Before somebody become governor, a state governor, Tony, they must have known how much or how water you. And when they gave you public space, you will not steal from the people.
Exactly, but actually, that thing didn't require any argument, any or holding and pulling. The people say they didn't get your asset declaration document.
They present it. The clerk get a copy. I just tell the clerk, instruct the clerk, please give it to the requisite authority.
Fine, and the people
that's just simple. So all we say, the budget original copy lost. When you know who owns who is in possession of the copy, they say it lost.
Okay, folks, if you're just joining us, welcome. This is Blaze Radio and the program The Talking Point here on this dial. We are looking at a story by the Liberian investigator, which talks about the LCC listing Senate Pro Tem Senator Yomli Kanga Lawrence for undeclared asset, but saying that she declared her asset at the beginning of the national, that's the 55th national legislature, but LCC is saying we haven't seen any document of such, and it is not in our record. So, Madam Pro Tem, that did not require anything here, ma'am. Please make sure you resubmit the document, because since the first person you gave it to according to them, they gave it to Nabola Singwe.
Yeah, who is the clerk of the Senate.
The secretary.
The secretary, rather. He's the secretary of the Senate.
And so,
in fact, during the presentation of Senator Dillon's copy of his access to the senior secretary, if I was live, media outlets were being invited. At the Capitol building, have media outlets there.
Yeah.
So those legislative reporters were there, and they were active. People followed that, coupled with other lawmakers. So what most about the Protein, who was the president of the Liberian Senate?
So, Madam Protein, at least your case is different, because at least your own You said you submitted it, but the people didn't get a record, so resubmit it.
Resubmit it. That's very simple.
You know, again, simple. But the legs of those guys who are not even waiting, I think.
Yeah,
I don't think they have it in mind of doing it. The legs of
Alex Talor, Yaya
Simeon
Nimble.
Taylor, Boto Kanen, Emmanuel Zoe Penham, Thomas Yaya Nimle, Joseph Jala, Wellington Javon Smith, Bill Tuare, Francis Dopo, Creighton Dustin Chie, Nimini Batikwa, James Bannon, Sir Joseph. Are you surprised of Sir Joseph?
Sir Joseph or person.
Yeah. Sir Joseph, Prince Yerugbe Johnson, and Yan D. Twayen. Am I calling the name right?
Yeah, Twayen.
So why are the guys, at least for Yan, we'll say, okay, he just come in, you know, yeah, but the legs of Sir Joseph, Prince Y. Johnson, Joseph Jala won the senatorial race back in 2020, I think 2020, 2021, when the former chief of staff, not chief of staff, but defense minister Brani Samuka won, but because of some financial implication he had, so he was not certificated. So Joseph Jala, you have Zoe Emmanuel Penham since 2020 up to present. He has not declared his asset. You have Thomas Yaya Nimle, okay, from January to today up to now, you haven't declared your asset.
What are you still waiting for?
One person I'm sure that there is no need of bothering to declare the asset will be J. Alex Taylor, because once upon a time they were among some of the King Kongs that we were talking about here some time ago. King Kong, you know, according to political commentators, they call them corruption King Kong. But well, folks, it's right here on Blaze Radio 90.7. Shortly, we'll activate the phone lines. But don't forget now, we are giving out $10,000 Liberian dollars tonight to our winners. All you need to do is to place your bet to *799 *60 hash. Yes, *799 *60 hash, and $1.50 or 200 Liberian dollars to play, and you stand a chance of winning 10,000 Liberian dollars tonight. Tomorrow is Friday. It's another jackpot day where you'll be winning 20,000. So we're giving you the opportunity. The $6 million promotion will be ending on Saturday, the 7th of September. So I don't want you to miss it. Okay. So keep placing your bet now to *799 *60 hash. After the entire talk show at 10:30, I'll be calling my winners. All right. And the more you place your bet, the better your chances of winning. Don't doubt it. The more you place your bets, the better your chances of winning. The code for tonight is *799 *60 hash. 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 USD to play. So we'll take a break now to activate the phone lines. When we come back, we will be taking your calls on the program tonight here on Blaze FM 90.7.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. So they want us to think stupid. So they want us to feel stupid. That's who they want us to be. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. So they want us to think stupid. So they want us to feel stupid. That's who they want us to be. That's who they want us to be. They've been celebrating all these days. They've been celebrating all these days. So what about the slavery days? So what about the slavery days? They've been celebrating all these days. They've been celebrating all these days.
Okay, so welcome back. Welcome back to the program. Right now, you can begin to put in your calls. Our orange line, the orange line is kind of down a little bit, but in like 10 minutes time, the orange line will be back on. We are dealing with the Lone Star line 0887 111 107, which is 0887 111 107. 0887 111 107 is the Lone Star line to call. 0111 107 is the Lone Star line. The orange line is 0777 907 907. But in 10 minutes time, we'll be putting the orange line on. So we can begin to take your call now on 0887 111 107. 0887 111 107 is the number you can place your call to, and then we will be discussing some issues of national concern. But we're still going for this break to adjust our phone lines and be right back.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. So they want us to think stupid. So they want us to feel stupid. That's what they want us to be. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. So they want us to think stupid. So they want us to feel stupid. That's what they want us to be. That's who they want us to be. They've been celebrating all these days. They've been celebrating all these days. So what about the slavery days? So what about the slavery days? They've been celebrating all these days. They've been celebrating all these days. So what about the slavery days? So what about the slavery days? Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. So they want us to think stupid. So they want us to feel stupid. That's who they want us to be. That's who they want us to be. They know that I know. And I know that they know. They know that I know. And I know that they know. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. So they want us to think stupid. So they want us to feel stupid. That's what they want us to do. That's what they want us to do. They told us things will be better.
Okay, so welcome back to it. It's right here on Blaze Radio 90.7 and the program The Talking Point. Actually, you wanted to say something while we kind of setting the phone lines.
Yeah, so I don't know if to our listeners, just bear with us a few minutes as we urge you in, but as we set up the phone line so that you can call, and we'll also find these alternative lines that you can use to call us as well and participate on the show. But we want the Liberian people to know the kind of leaders they have, the people that they stood in the rain and sun, the people they stood in long queue when they were hungry all days long to elect as their leader. The kind of way they are behaving is astonishing. It's actually, you know, it's devastating to the extent that you won't believe that people who were all in the ring campaigning for change, campaigning that they want to change this government, the government that was in power to this government, today are still doing the same thing. So in past time, other leaders were not declaring their assets. And so you came because you need transparency, you want to preach accountability. So why now? Why now that you cannot continue what you preach? Why now? So Senator Kanga Lawrence, Sir Joseph, Prince Johnson, Yan Tuayen, Ellis Tyler, Zoe Manapeno, all of you, Yaya Nimle, Boto Kenneth, all of you need to declare. And Senator Boto Kenneth is one of the, I think this is a second term because she completed have 10 one by during the by-election. That's the by-election or the May 10 election she won. Yeah, it was the May 10 she won. Almost Senator Johnson won Senator Kuhn then when they came to power. And during her election, Tony, you know what the citizen went through, where they put conjure devil outside, people fought, and there were a lot of things just to bring her to power because the people trusted her. And so, do not dash the expectation of the common people. Just as they have started feeling, lost in this regime. Yes, don't dash the hope. Or should they continue managing their expectations?
Well, that's it. These are things that people normally do. Our Liberian politicians, that's what they normally do. But let's see if we can talk to some of our callers now. 0887 111 Let's hear you, because the issue we are discussing tonight is that the LCC is saying most of the senators have
53%.
Yeah, most of the senators have not declared their assets, including the Senate pro tem. Now she said, no, I declare my asset, but the person, they don't have the record for that. So all you need to do, Madam Senator, we are asking you, since in fact you want to argue with the people, you want to stand tough, you want to defend yourself by telling the LSCC that you have declared your asset, and the people are telling you they don't have your record.
Or resubmit.
Resubmit
Resubmit your document. That's all. That's the big deal there.
On a serious